Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome in. In this one, I wanted to ask the question, is Travon Walker, the edge rusher from Georgia, an option for the New York Jets? Now, I know there's a lot of hype surrounding Travon Walker. There's a lot of people that expect him to be a top 3 pick, whether it's to the Detroit Lions at spot number 2, Houston Texans at spot number 3, but if the Lions, Jaguars, and the Texans go elsewhere and he's on the clock for the Jets at spot number 4, should he be in consideration? Well, I'll say this, Travon Walker actually has a meeting set up with the Jets, and because this team has a lot of holes all over the roster, I expect Joe Douglas to do his due diligence to really get as much data as possible surrounding Walker and then make the best decision from there. But from my personal viewpoint, this is a guy who's just an absolute physical phenom. 6'5", 275, blew everybody away at the combine with really 3 main drills: the 40, which was a 4.51, a 6.89 second 3-cone drill, and a 35.5-inch vertical. This guy, I mean, he put others to shame, okay? Right after that combine, his stock shot up. All right, and then, of course, you know, you're watching him at Georgia, just the power, the strength is absurd. The pop, right? When he gets his hands on offensive linemen, it looks like he's going up against high school kids sometimes. Like, that's how much power this guy has. He has really, really long arms, and he's quick enough to move up and down the defensive line post-snap. He sheds blocks really, really well. Travon Walker is definitely an interesting prospect, right? You're just looking at the size, the upside, the athleticism, okay, the combination of all that, and then if you have like a defensive-minded team, or you really want to get bigger, get stronger in the trenches defensively, I could see Walker being your guy, and I do feel like he's an absolutely beautiful fit in what Aaron Glenn wants to do defensively. Of course, they parted ways with Flowers. That was just a disaster, right? They brought him in on a mega deal from the New England Patriots, never lived up to it. I do feel like Walker makes a ton of sense for the Lions at 2 from a schematic standpoint, but again, circling back to the Jets here, I honestly think he's more of a defensive end in a 3-4 style of system. I mean, you're taking a look at the 2021 numbers: 33 tackles, 6 sacks, 7.5 tackles for loss. The pass rush win rate was not that good, right around that 10% mark. And when I'm looking at this Jets defense, right, this Salah 4-3, I think schematically Jermaine Johnson from Florida State makes more sense. I think Kayvon Thibodeau makes more sense, although KT is really versatile. I feel good about him as a hand in the dirt defensive end in a 4-3, or as a stand-up edge rushing linebacker who can, you know, occasionally drop into coverage. I really like Thibodeau's versatility, and it's not to say I don't like Travon Walker. It's just funny because it's like I feel like if Rex Ryan was the coach, or if Rex was still the coach, if Todd Bowles was the coach, Walker would be the pick. I mean, this guy is so good in this style of defense, but I mean, at this point, anything could happen. I mean, this offseason has been crazy, and whenever you have a guy this big, this strong, just the raw power that comes with Walker is crazy. Maybe it sparks Salah's interest, right? Maybe he's looking at a guy in Travon Walker and saying, you know what, maybe I can mold him. Maybe I can mold this guy into the player who I want on the edge, opposite of Carl Lawson, who is coming back from his injury. I'm expecting big things, okay? Hopefully, everything is solid with the injury. I know he's been working out. I know he's been looking, everything is, all systems go, I guess, with Carl Lawson. There doesn't seem to be any sort of hiccups or anything like that, but we need to address that edge position opposite of him. Now, what are the Jets going to do with spot number 4? Because I feel like this pick, of course, it's, the first pick that the Jets have, but this pick is going to set the trend for the rest of the draft, right? Depending on the position that we select, I could very well see the Jets going in the trenches, right? Addressing either offensive line or defensive line. That's where I feel like I'm expecting this team to go, just based off of, the importance of positions on this Jets defense, and Joe Douglas being that offensive line type of guy, and knowing we still have some question marks, we still have some problems on this offensive line, as well as Zach Wilson going into year 2, and the entire offense being built around the running game, yards on the ground, and being able to eat clock, work off the play action. I think offensive line is not going to be swept under the rug, and I feel like if there's a talented prospect there that fits the system, I think he could be in play. You can make an argument for Ahmad Gardner, cornerback from Cincinnati. There's a ton of hype surrounding Gardner right now. I don't think the Jets will target wide receiver. Of course, maybe a trade's in the works. Maybe we attack that at pick number 10 in the second round with, obviously either 35 or 38. So, I mean, it's up in the air. But I think right now, if I had to say, I think the Jets are either going to be going offensive line or defensive line with that 4th overall pick. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Where do you stand on Travon Walker if he's on the clock for the Jets at pick 4, right? If he slides past Detroit, if he slides past Houston, are you taking him? Or does the system fit kind of make you pause and you want to go elsewhere? Can't wait to dive into the comment section and check out where everybody stands. It should be awesome. Let me know your thoughts, and as always, thanks so much for watching, and go Jets.